Are you refinancing your current VA loan using the VA's interest rate reduction refinance loan or Streamline refinance, but you're not sure about what documentation you need? Hi, I'm Jason Skinrood, mortgage loan officer, United States Air Force veteran. This video is part of my Know Your Benefits series where I answer your VA loan questions, and specifically today I'm going to be talking about exactly what documents that you need in order to do a VA Streamline refinance. Now, the first item that you want to get is a copy of your mortgage statement or mortgage coupon. And your lender should mail you a copy of this every single month. However, if they don't, because maybe you make your payment online or you make it automatically, you should still be able to go onto your lender's website, log in, and retrieve a PDF or electronic copy of that mortgage statement. The next item you're going to need is a copy of your mortgage note. And your mortgage note is a little bit tougher to find but typically you can find it in the title package that you got from when you closed on the loan, and that could be an actual paper package. Could maybe be on a USB zip drive, a CD, something like that, that has all of your documents in it from when you close on a loan. If you're unable to find that, then a lot of times you can call your current lender and they can send you a copy of it. However, it can take several business days in order to do that. And I'm going to show you how you can identify a copy of your mortgage note while you're searching through your title packet. So this is a copy of a mortgage note from actually one of my clients. I've just blocked out some of the information on here. And as you can see up at the very top, it says note. Sometimes it'll say note or mortgage note. And to be honest with you, a lot of times people miss that specific part. And so what I tell people to look for instead is the message that's down below in that big black bold letters that says, notice this loan is not assumable without the approval of the Department of Veterans Affairs or its authorized agent. So typically if you look for that, you can find that a lot easier. And then obviously figure out above there that it says mortgage note. Now, most mortgage notes are 2 to 4 pages in length, and this particular note is only 3 pages. Most of the notes that I see are 4 pages, but you can look just there at the bottom of the first page and it'll tell you, page 1 of 3 in this particular case. So just be sure that you grab all of the pages of the note because all of those pages are needed as part of that mortgage note. The next item that you need is a copy of your homeowner's insurance declaration page. Now, this document, it's usually 1 or 2 pages, and you should have a copy of it because most likely your insurance company every single year will mail you a copy of your policy, and it'll be inside that. If you don't have it because you've disposed of it or maybe you just didn't get it, then you can usually jump onto your homeowner's insurance company's website and download a copy of it. You can contact your agent and they can send you a copy of it too. If you can't really find it or it's just too much a hassle, a lot of times just providing your homeowner's insurance agent contact information is sufficient and good enough. The next item that you'll need, and this is a little bit of a change, is that the VA now requires that we get a certificate of eligibility with all of the IRRRLs or Streamline refinances. And that is a little bit of a departure in the past because we typically just had to do what's called a prior loan validation, showing that you had your previous VA loan, and then we create a new case number. But now they're requiring that you get a certificate of eligibility. And I wouldn't recommend that you actually go out and get that. Usually you just need to go ahead and get a copy of your DD-214 to your loan officer, or at least the service dates that you served in the military, so that they can go ahead and request that updated certificate of eligibility for you. You may need a couple of other items too. One of them that we typically require, depending on what sort of property type you live in, is a homeowners association statement. And that could be if you live in a condo, a townhome, or a planned unit development, which is a single family residence that has an HOA. Some lenders require that you provide a copy of a government issued ID. And then in some particular scenarios, whether because your payment's going up 20% or you have to income qualify because of other circumstances, they may also require that you provide income documentation too. Now, I want to hear from you down in the comments below. Tell me what other documents have you been required by your lender that we haven't covered, and drop them in the comment section below. And if you found that this information was helpful, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up because it helps other veterans like you find my content. And if you haven't considered subscribing, please hit the subscribe button. And if you need help with your VA IRRRL or Streamline refinance, my contact information is below and I'm happy to help you. Thank you for watching.